Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to present to you some blueberry crunchy cookies. If you do enjoy blueberries, that would be something for you. I did not use fresh blueberries in this recipe. I did use blueberry jam, but the blueberries are very visible in that specific jam. I got it in Aldi and it is organic. I'm gonna show you which one. And I actually use in many of my cookies and recipes. So organic, Simply Nature blueberry preserves. And every time I open a jar, I can see the real blueberries inside. To put the dough together, it takes only a few minutes. It doesn't have too many ingredients. It's pretty easy. And once dough is ready, in the fridge for at least half an hour. I have cheated today and I put my dough in the freezer for 15 minutes, but it worked great. I was able to roll the dough out perfectly. Nothing was sticking to the board and those are ready. So I guess I'm gonna feed my neighbors again today. When I bake and record for YouTube channel, I usually have so much stuff in the house. My children eat it all and then they don't want dinner. So before they come back from school, I gotta give some away to my neighbors around me. So blueberry cookies today. Thank you for watching. For my blueberry cookies, I need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, which is about 220 grams, 100 grams of mascarpone cheese. Usually it's like half of the container, and then additionally 30 grams of farmer's cheese, and this is the farmer's cheese I use. 1 stick of butter, favorite blueberry jam. I love this jam from Aldi. Additionally, on the end, once I have my cookies formed, I will put some melted butter on top of them and then dip those cookies into sugar. So this is the sugar I'm using. It's a little bit more thick than the regular one. And this is all I need for my blueberry sweetness. Very simple recipe and pretty quick to make. Some of my friends were asking, no eggs in your cookies? Like, no eggs. All I need is butter and mascarpone cheese. Very simple recipe, quick to make. If I have a craving for something sweet, that's a quick recipe to do. All my ingredients together, not too many, and always pinch of salt. To any cake I make cookies, pinch of salt. Salt helps to combine the gluten, emphasizes the flavor in it, in cakes or cookies. I will mix it for a little bit until all my ingredients are incorporated. I will finish it with my hands, and once my dough is ready, I'll wrap it in foil and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, at least half an hour, so it is easier to roll it out and cut my cookies out. Otherwise, it will be gooey and kind of messy. And as you noticed, I did not have any sugar in that dough. I do not like desserts and sweets, like overly sweet. I try to balance all ingredients, and since I have my sugar here and that blueberry jam is sweet, sugar on top, I can always add powdered sugar on top if I need to. But for those of you who love sweet, please put some sugar in, a couple tablespoons into that dough. This one is ready. Just a tiny bit of flour. I do want to flatten the dough a little bit so it cools off faster, and sprinkle just a tiny bit of flour on it. I do not want the dough to stick to that foil. Half an hour into the fridge. I have cheated a little bit because I've put my dough in the freezer for 15 minutes. But I just want to do it faster. So if it works, it works. Let's roll it out. and I need to roll it kind of a thin. So my jam will go on top, and then I will roll the dough with that jam and then cut out my cookies. And you can see the blueberries in there, like the actual fruit. Some jams don't have it, it's just like a jelly consistency. And this is my favorite blueberry jam. I will leave some space here on the end. I'll put some butter on instead of the jam. As I roll it, my jam will be pushed that way. And some of the butter on the end. And now, well, the first couple slices on the end won't be perfect. 1/2 inch of slice is all you need. Try to get them to have similar thickness, so when they bake evenly. I do want to swift some flour on the bottom of the baking sheet. The jam and the sugar will come out, of course, so I will have extra support here with the flour. So now I want to take my cookie, put some butter on top, dip it in sugar, and put it on that sheet. This is why I do not put sugar in the dough, because I have my sugar right here. And last one. So my oven is preheating to 350 right now. Okay, my oven is ready, 350. And one thing I want to mention is not every oven is created equal. My oven doesn't distribute the heat the right way. When I bake cookies, I need to take the top shelf rack and put it higher. When I bake breads, I have to get the rack lower, because otherwise what it does, if I have it too low, the bottom burns and the top is plain white, like it's not baked at all. So know your oven. If you have a great oven that distributes the heat the right way, you have nothing to worry about. But if your oven is a little tricky like mine, pay attention, because it does matter. I will set my alarm for 18 minutes just for the check. Okay, my cookies are ready. I have this nice light brown color on top, and that's how I want them to be. And I will put the camera closer so you can see. And here is a closer look at those cookies. You can see this nice light brown color, which means those are ready. few minutes for them to cool off, and I can enjoy one of those cookies with my coffee. Thank you for watching. I hope you are going to enjoy them as much as I do. Bon appetit, smacznego, and until next time. I would like to let you know why I am a big fan of using scale instead of the cups. I do put measurements in cups so it's easier. As you know, I'm from Europe, so everything for me is in grams. And here in United States, any recipes you have is usually in cups. But I want you to pay attention to one thing, so take it as a tip. I learned by mistakes because I've done it before. So I have put together a flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour, into the same measuring cups. Exactly 2 cups in here and exactly 2 cups in here. But I want to measure it using the scale and show you if there is a difference and how much of a difference it can be. So here is the first 2 cups of flour, as you can see, 2 cups. And here is exactly 2 cups. All around, no cheating. And I will turn on, and there's nothing here. My scale, so it's set to 0. Maybe I should show you. So it's set to 0. If you can see. Okay, and I will put the first 2 cups in. And it says it is 248 grams. So now I will take this into a different cup, and it's empty. Put it back. It comes back to 0. And now the other 2 cups. All of it. And this one is 314. So now you can see that 2 cups are not created equal, right? They do not measure on a scale the same. So why is that? Well, it's all about handling the flour. If we are gentle with it, the flour is fluffy, it's light, and then 2 cups, nice fluffy flour. If you handle the flour, shake it, kind of bang it, on the surface somewhere, it loses its volume because it becomes dense. So you keep adding to have exactly 2 cups, right? Well, but it's much more heavier. It's much more flour that you need. So if you ever had a cake and you tried to follow the measurements and directions and the cake wasn't quite the way you hoped, it wasn't as fluffy, it wasn't as delicate, it wasn't as soft, well, maybe because there was too much flour. So it's just a tip, and I hope you will find it helpful to kind of pay attention to how we handle flours. I know how it is when you bake something and you put your heart into it, time into it, and then it doesn't come out the way you hope for. And it's frustrating. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.